And boom,
Boom.
we are live live.
L-I-V-E.
Here we are. Well, hello, Glenda. Good morning or good afternoon at this point. I guess we were supposed to do this morning, but we have work things to do, so we got a little. I got a little delayed. I apologize.
Yeah, it's okay.
My fault.
We got a couple people that are ready to jump on already. I was like, dang, what's going on?
Well, that's good. That's good. All right. So my name is Mike Mills. This is Glenda White, and we're with Verity Mortgage, both of us. And today, this is a weekly thing that we're trying to do where I ask Glenda a few questions about how social media works because I'm a social media dummy, and she's going to help.
That's
Yeah.
a new word.
Well, yeah, be careful there. So she's going to help me kind of understand some of this stuff a little bit better. And I as well am going to learn, but figured if we were going to do this, we might as well do it publicly. So you can teach me and maybe some other people can pick up from this as well. And, hopefully learn a little something themselves. So today we're only going to be on here for about 15 minutes. It's not going to be incredibly long. We're going to talk specifically today about Instagram. Typically, the point of our conversations is to do a little bit regarding social media, learn a little bit more, kind of find out how things work. We'll get into the nuts and bolts of it. And today we're going to focus last week, I should say, we kind of did an overview overall. But this week, we're really going to talk about Instagram specifically and how some things work. So first off, Glenda, I want you to tell me what is it about, and Glenda's got some slides that she prepared for us. So this is lovely, but we're not going to get to those just yet. But I want you to just kind of reiterate to me again why Instagram for you personally is one that you've had a lot of success with and something that you really like to use.
Well, as of last week, I don't know. Maybe my mindset has changed for the last 7 days because I had some spammers and some hackers. And so it's been a kind of
spammers and hackers.
The last 7 days have been interesting, but the main reason for me for Instagram is it allows the one-to-many platform instead of a one-to-one.
Okay, what does that mean?
So meaning instead of just saying, hey, Mr. Consumer, Mr. Real Estate Agent, here's a tip or trick that we possibly have. Instagram is a video platform.
Right.
And so it allows content to be spread across many people.
Gotcha.
So instead of one-to-one, one-to-many.
Gotcha. So that's social media in general, right?
It is.
Okay.
But my people, when I say my people,
do you have a following, a herd?
My millennials, our consumers, our real estate agents, they're on Instagram.
I got you. So that's where most of your customers you have found that they have been is on Instagram more often, right?
My target
using
audience.
it and participating and engaging.
Yes, and engaging.
Gotcha.
So the success from Instagram has come from engaging, and just just going and having those direct conversations that typically maybe Facebook and TikTok we can't have.
Right.
And so I'm engaging more through direct messages.
Gotcha.
But millennials love Instagram.
The Utes. You're trying to get the Youths.
The 35 to 44. So that's not even a millennial.
No. We're still, I guess close. I don't know.
I don't know what we're called. I'm in that range.
Gen X, I think. I don't know, man. I can't keep up with it. All right. So then let's look at some of the slides that you prepared so we can kind of run through this so everybody knows. So this is about Instagram specifically and the statistics as to, again, why do you use Instagram? So tell us about this.
All right. So Instagram, and some of these numbers, of course, have changed even since the slide, but there's over 1 billion active users as of 2021.
Wow.
And
that's a lot. It's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. 120 million daily active users in the United States alone.
Okay.
So when we think about lending in real estate, especially here in Texas, who's moving into Texas, right? So Instagram's a good platform.
And Californians are coming in.
California. I do like you, Californians.
Californians.
But it allows us to get the information here in Texas, and appraisals are different here in Texas. Lending is market's a little bit different. So it allows us just a platform to get out. And when there's 120 million active users in the United States, it's allowing us to broaden who we're talking to.
So you can reach more people.
Yep. Gotcha. And then 29 active average minutes are spent on Instagram.
Okay.
But the fun fact is there's over 500 minutes per month that the active user is on Instagram. So when we stop the scroll, Instagram's a big platform that they don't want you to get off of that platform.
Mhm.
And so they really want you to educate your consumers within the platform.
They're trying to keep you on. They don't
Trying to
want
keep you
you
on every
out of
platform.
they want the eyeballs focused
Yep.
on the gram. I
Yep,
got it.
on the gram.
They don't want you leaving the gram and going somewhere else like
No.
YouTube, or I guess they would share with Facebook, because the same company, right? Like
Correct.
they're okay with that. They don't dislike each other. They're not in direct competition. I mean, kind of, but not really.
Yeah, they're not. Because again, Google is still the number one search platform. So Instagram, they're trying to do everything. Even up until yesterday, they the head of Instagram, I'm sorry, it's like Musari, I'm pretty sure. Go follow him. It's a really good just technique. He's even, you have the link platform that you can do on stories now. They're even saying take that out. Like they don't want you to leave the platform. So everything in real estate that we're trying to get to a consumer, we need to keep it intra Instagram.
So you don't want to put anything on there that's going to drive them out of the. So you're saying you don't want to post links on your posts anymore?
Right. And that just changed over the weekend.
I see.
Because everything we need to do, we need to keep the consumer on the Instagram platform.
Gotcha. So they're penalizing you for having people leave and click on a link that pushes them somewhere else. So really what you're trying to do is just get in front of their eyeballs and tell them who you are. And then what, like give them your phone number, tell them to call you, or what? Like, what's the call to action?
Call to action is shoot me a DM,
Gotcha.
right? Comment below, shoot me a story.
It always sounds so shady. Every time I hear somebody talk about shooting DMs, I'm like, there's something.
Slide into my DM. Like that sounds kind of
like
shady.
But it's not. It's not. It's just
it is.
It's the terminology that the Utes use.
The Utes. There you go.
Yeah.
So Instagram is very big on engagement and direct messages. And so that's where our customers and our real estate agents come from, is we would post something on social media on Instagram and then really kind of slide into their direct message and start engaging.
Okay. So if I'm a realtor or I'm a lender even, and I want to kind of get my stuff set up on Instagram, and I really want to make sure that I get it to its best value. So generally you like to start off and tell people to set up, make sure their bio is good and effective. So So here's a couple of examples of some bios on here. You can't see them very well, but just kind of describe what some of this is.
All right. So on your bio, we have really 2 seconds now. It used to be 7 seconds to stop the scroll. And now we have 2 seconds.
Is that like stop the steal, but stop the scroll?
Stop the scroll.
Do we grab a hold of that saying? Okay.
Yes. And so your bio has to tell your consumer or whoever you're trying to go after of what you are, what you're about, and who you serve.
Gotcha.
And so your bio needs to have who you serve. And it does need to have a link to some education. And then it doesn't need to have your phone number and your email address, which is really weird. But
it doesn't need to have that?
No.
Okay.
Because on your business Instagram agents, we need to make sure we're on a business platform and not personal. There's a contact button that already has your name and email address.
Gotcha.
And so why use the characters in the top of your bio to put your name and email?
Because you're eating up space when you could put something else. Got it.
As real estate and as lending, who do we serve? We're serving local first-time home buyers, local agents to grow their business. Agents would put serving Dallas, Fort Worth of, millennials. So we need to have, again, we talk about that every week, your niche or your target person you serve. That's who needs to be in your bio. Gotcha.
That you need to identify with them. Not only because, do you think that people use it to search, or do you think that they use it more? It's more of I'm already scrolling. I fit into a certain category of human. I'm a millennial. I'm a possible home buyer, whatever. And because your bio has information regarding that, then Instagram is going to show them more, or I should say, is going to be more likely to show them your page when they're scrolling through their. Do they have? Is it called a For You page? Whatever.
No, there's not a For You page. Instagram is very big on hashtags.
Okay.
And engagement of the hashtags that you use.
Gotcha.
So there's not a For You page, but they
hashtags.
There it is. They are. It really. It's like the cat that we always talk about. The cat. When you stop the scroll on a cat video, tomorrow you're going to see nothing but cat videos.
Right.
So if a consumer is driving to your page and you're finding like hashtag Chicago or hashtag Dallas,
right?
When you go click hashtag Dallas, that is where you start engaging.
Gotcha.
And that's the power of branded and hashtags in your niche and your target audience.
So your hashtags are like keywords basically that
Absolutely.
people are looking for that you want to show them. And so these are examples of hashtags that you can use depending on what type of business that you're in, right? And
Absolutely.
what you're trying to focus on, right?
Yep.
So you've got this niche or topic related. So if you want to highlight the fact that you're a luxury realtor or that you're into design or something along those lines, that would be you're targeting towards people that are into that.
For sure.
And so that's what you're putting on it.
Yep.
And if you're just trying to be general, more broad, you can put real estate specifically. Yep. But maybe you don't get you get more people, but not necessarily specifically looking for what you're posting.
Yeah. And so it's kind of weird. So on something like the real estate industry, you have to throw in other hashtags that people would follow.
Gotcha.
So as a lender, most of the time when we put hashtag Verity Mortgage, hashtag mortgage tips, you may see like DFW foodie, you may see wine moms, you may see wine country. Because those are my people.
Yeah.
Right. And so when we think about what our hashtags are, it's who our person is.
Gotcha.
So you could hashtag baseball, hashtag youth sports. That's huge. Hashtag football. Because
so you can include that in your post.
Absolutely,
Gotcha.
for sure.
Gotcha.
Because the goal of Instagram is to get those people off those hashtags and become consumers from other hashtags.
And I've noticed when I've done some stuff on Instagram before, if I start typing in a hashtag, it'll actually prompt you on ones that get the most engagement, or have the most, whatever. It says like 1.5 million of this one. So do you want to include those or do you not?
You do. And I've always been trained from my girl, Michelle Berman. There we go. I'm going to shout out to Michelle Berman real quick. To stay between 10,000 and 1 million views on your hashtag.
Gotcha.
Whenever it starts going over 1 million,
then you get lost in the shuffle.
Got
it.
So especially us in Dallas, Fort Worth, you can hashtag Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Maybe would have less than Dallas, Fort Worth. You can do Fort Worth Stockyards instead of Fort Worth.
Gotcha.
Maybe Fort Worth TX instead of Fort Worth, Texas.
So mix it up a little bit.
Because when especially Stockyards, when it comes to around rodeo time in February, you're going to see a lot of people come and you can get consumers from that.
Gotcha. Now, is there a limit or a maximum, or is there a optimal amount of hashtags you can put on a post?
It used to be 30 and now they say it really doesn't matter. Like
30 hashtags,
30 hashtags, but really it's truncated. The first 7 is all people really see.
Yeah.
So optimal right now, I'm seeing between 5 and 15 and not 30, what they used to say. Again, when I say the algorithm, it's actually algorithms.
Yeah.
It's multiple. It kind of changes every single week now.
And it is, again, depending on the type of business that you're in, you want to be specific to that industry. Absolutely. Because again, you're doing this for a reason, not necessarily for eyeballs. You're trying to promote your product or service. This is the kind of stuff that you want to include on that.
Who do you want to serve and why do you want to serve them? And that should be a question on any social media. We kind of touched on that last week. Is we in the real estate and lending industry, I think we have a broad range of who we want to serve. When we find the person or the target audience, it's easier to do videos, content, regular content on the one person or the one persons that we're here to serve.
Gotcha.
Because not everybody's going to have the same clients, right?
No, everybody's a little different. That's for sure.
And we know that.
Yes. Okay. So then within Instagram, you have a couple different ways that you can post stuff. You have pictures, you have stories, you have reels. I think there's even like little, not really tabs, but you scroll or swipe on your profile and you can go to different versions of that. So here's a little bit about those. So tell me a little bit about the differences between the pictures, stories, and reels, and what you want to use those for specifically.
Yep. So in stories, it's very engaging. Stories, it's kind of like your intraday of what you're doing. So maybe if you see All By Myself today on this song, that's my new song here at Verity on Tuesdays.
Right.
By myself. Those are not found on like local explore page. So if someone just tries to find like Glenda White or Mike Mills, they're not going to find it from stories.
Gotcha.
Stories are
going to people you already know, kind of more than
it's everybody who you know.
Gotcha. And that's on your
following. Right. But that should be very engaging of your day. Okay. It's basically a day in the life of what Mike Mills does.
Right. Nobody cares. Nobody cares what I do every day.
Always care what Mike does. Yeah. Always. And it's that's where you start engaging
Uh-huh.
and telling the consumer that's on your page of what do you do? Do you go to sports, right? Because they have to know, like, and trust you.
Right. They want to know who you are basically, or see what your life's like, because people want to work with people that are the same.
For sure.
Sure.
Now, stories, even though they disappear, you can put stories on your highlights, and highlights will show up under your bio.
Okay.
And it's a good snapshot of.
Oh, those are like quick. That's what those little circles are. Those are just like
They're
quick.
called highlights.
I want to check that out.
Yep.
So you can. It's almost like pinning something on the top. Okay.
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
So IABS has to be pinned there
Uh-huh.
for any track. So agents need to make sure that they have their IABS tagged and on a highlight. And that's kind of like, again, it's kind of like who you are.
Right.
So when the customer stops on your Instagram feed and they see the video they like, then they can go see the highlights. This is where testimonials are huge.
Gotcha.
You should put it on your story and highlight your testimonial.
Right.
Not should you just put it on your page. Again, it's going to be truncated down.
Sure.
But a story is a great place to highlight reviews, closings.
Yeah. You want to have it there so when someone comes to your page, it's one of the first things they see.
All right, FYI, this is a lesson for you too.
Okay.
When you post closings, put it as a video.
It's a video.
Post as a video or a story.
Okay.
Don't put it on your feed.
All right.
Consumers don't care if you closed a loan.
They don't care if they close a loan.
Agents, they don't care if you close a loan. No. Yes, you do. But your consumer wants to be educated.
Right.
So those should be videos. Those should be on your stories and then tagged your highlights.
Gotcha.
And reels stay on your feed.
Okay.
And those are the ones that are on the explore page, and they are the one-to-many. They're going to reach. If Instagram thinks that it's a good hook, then they're going to push it out to more people.
Gotcha.
Right. So
because they want people to stay on the platform.
They want people to stay on the platform.
Right.
So you have 3 seconds to have your hook on Instagram. And when you're on that feed, if it's good, Instagram will continue to push it out to more people.
Whether it's a video or a picture or whatever.
Pictures will not.
Oh, okay. Pictures will not. So reels are only videos.
Reels are videos.
Oh, it's a reel. So
it's a reel.
Yeah.
But
okay.
even your feed pictures, and I was talking to a title rep yesterday, even if you post a picture, you should turn that picture into a 1-second video.
Oh, just because it's short and it's a video.
It's short and it's a video.
So it's still a video technically, but it's just a picture, but it makes it a video, which helps with that, our favorite A word, the algorithm.
The algorithms.
Gotcha.
It helps with the view duration we talk about on every platform. And if it's a 1-second video,
then you watch the whole thing.
One person watches the whole thing for 1 second, then boom, your watch time is 100%.
Look at these little tricksters.
And so your Instagram will now go whoop.
Okay.
So every picture you post should now become a 1-second video.
1-second reel. Okay.
And we can put a little, I have one already. I can post a link to it.
Gotcha. Okay. So then that helps your watch time, which, it's all percentage based. So even if it's only 1 second, they watch the whole thing. Okay. All right. Well, is there anything else about Instagram? Because we've already gone over time. I told we were going to be short on it, but is there anything else about Instagram in particular that you think people should know or be aware of or focus on when they're posting there?
Engage. Direct message.
You mean engage with other people? Okay.
It's very big engaging. You want to slide into a direct message anytime you friend someone and just say, hey, thanks for connecting. Have a great day.
And why is that?
That is to show up in their feed.
Okay. So if they're getting messages from you, then Instagram thinks that you want to see them. Oh, okay. Look at y'all. These little tricks.
Like and trust factor.
The 1-second video that gets your video time up, and then you're DMing somebody. So that way Instagram's like, oh, these two are good buddies. I need to show them more stuff.
And so they're going to show up in your feed.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'll take that away from this one for sure. So
there you go.
So Instagram, to sum it all up, Instagram for you in particular is you have a lot of your, as you say, your people that are on the gram using it, your target audience, right?
Yep,
so you're heavily on Instagram because it is targeting the people that you're trying to reach. Each platform, or I should say each type that you can post has a little different impact on how you can do stuff. Hashtags are very important. Huge. Because that helps people find you, right? If they're not looking for you.
The right hashtags.
Right, the right hashtags.
And we'll drop in the link to a good hashtag finder.
Okay.
That will help you.
Gotcha.
And it will give you hashtags. That's pretty cool.
And then your bio is important. You need to make sure you let everybody know what you're doing. Yep. And then some couple little tricky little tricksters is post your 1 minute picture, or 1 second video that is a picture because it gets viewership. Yep. And whenever you do get a new follower, then you want to send them a slide into the DMs.
Slide into the DM.
Still can't get over that.
Yep.
Slide into the DMs because that lets Instagram's algorithm understand that you're engaging with this person more, and therefore they're going to see more of your content whenever they're using the platform.
Correct. Yep.
See, this is just brilliant.
Yep.
See,
There
great
it
job,
is.
Glenda.
There it is.
All right. Well, that is it for today. What are we going to talk about next week?
I don't know. You have the agenda.
You don't know. What do you
I don't
mean?
know. You have the agenda.
I have the agenda. What does that mean?
I don't remember. What
Okay.
we're
Well,
talking
next week
about.
we're going to have another topic that's going to be on social media. I don't know if we're going to stick with Instagram. We might move into another platform. We can drill down on some of these a little bit later.
Yep.
So we'll move into another one for next week and get a little deeper on that one as well. But Instagram, this is how it works. This is how you use it. And we'll have more down the road.
Yep.
Thanks, Glenda.
Thank you.
All right, we're out.